All right, welcome to Conscious Casey. I'm Casey. Today we're kind of going off the script. Not that I ever really have a script anymore, but I was at the gym, and that's when I get a lot of inspiration when I'm at the gym. I just have a lot of clarity. I actually still have my earplugs in. I go to the gym and wear earplugs. I don't really want to hear any music. I want to be with my breath and with my body. I just feel like that allows me to be in the world and living in chaos and still sharpening my focus at all times, okay? So how much do you hate yourself? How much do you hate yourself? This is an honest question, okay? Hopefully it's 0%. Hopefully it's 0%. I know in the past for me, it was 100%. And it's been everywhere in between here, all right? So I could have wrote, how much do you love yourself? Because I hope that is a lot as well. But this really matters, you know? We can love ourselves, but let's take an inventory of how much you hate yourself today. Or maybe not yourself, maybe your life. Or your life. Maybe you don't hate yourself. Hopefully you don't. Let's talk about that though. Usually when we hate ourselves, we have resentments against ourselves, regrets, or something we didn't do, or something we did wrong, or we're not taking action on things that we know we need to. We're not leaving the toxic relationship. We're not quitting the job that's a dead end or is robbing our soul. Like those are reasons that this develops for sure. You're stuck in a situation that you can't get out of, maybe a abuse situation or something. Yee. You really want to hate them, but you actually hate yourself because you're abandoning yourself. And that's really what this comes down to. Self-hatred comes down to self-abandonment. So how do we stop abandoning ourselves? Let me just tell you a story. So I worked at a ice cream company, and all right, I'm definitely not telling that story. All right. What about your life? Do you hate your life? Do you hate your life? Lots of people hate their lives. Lots of people aren't very happy with what they're doing in life at the moment. And I just want you to know that it's going to be okay. I know it's going to be okay because my life has been completely in the gutter, in the like dumpster fire level, and I live a good life these days. And I've done that 2 times. I had to test it twice just to make sure that I could come back from nothing and almost dying to living a great life. Here we are, back again. If you don't like your life, just ask yourself, why don't you change it? Do you think somebody else is going to change your life? That's not how it works. Even if you have committed to a partner or a job, or you've invested so much time into a project or something and you just can't let it go. Here's the thing. I remember why I wrote this. The cost of having a good life. So we'll come down here. Can we still see this? Oh yeah. Here's your good life down here. Good life. The cost to get to this down here is going to be this BS up here, okay? You don't have to change it all at once. You can make little changes, and it all starts right here. It all starts with gratitude. Gratitude for every little thing. Because we can get real focused on the things that we don't like, the things that aren't good enough, the things that went wrong, the unfairness of life. And if we do that, we are stuck in this word right here. We are stuck in hatred. Hatred for ourselves, hatred for our situation, hatred for our life. When we start pumping gratitude into our life, start being thankful that we have shelter, let's start there. Shelter, food, water, let's start with those things. Do you have shelter, food, and water? Well, you're doing better than some other people, right? Right now, there are tens of thousands of, probably millions of people just praying for a life even close to your life right now. And you have way more than you think you have. And your life is going way better than you think it is. Because we can get real focused on this tiny little thing that went wrong when we have 10,000 things that are going right. Right? So that's how we get momentum going. We got to flip our view of our world to gratitude. We're just going to be we're coming from the heart here. All right. Next topic. Next topic on our gym topic list. Just imagine. Here, let's write the word imagine on here. Do I have other colors? Oh yeah, big. See, I got these big markers. They're really nice. Just imagine. Imagine you can say whatever you want whenever you want. Just imagine that. You can talk and say whatever you want. Just imagine. Just imagine in a world that you could do whatever you want, whatever your heart desires. Just imagine. Just imagine. You can have whatever you want in your life. Anything. Anything. A trip, a car, vacation. You can have a great partner or more kids or whatever it is that you want. You can have. You can be. I don't know why I wrote these in lowercase, but anyways. And you can be whoever you want to be. If you want to be a rock star, you can. If you want to be a ballerina, you can. You want to be a tech nerd, you can. You want to be an entrepreneur, you can. Okay, you want to own a business or you want to own a daycare or whatever it is. Let me think of something else. You want to be a rock climber, you can be a rock climber. Just imagine a world where you can do that. Guess what? You already live in that world. You already live in that world. Are you saying what you want to say on a daily basis, or do you have a filter on? Because you might offend somebody, because you might say something that you'll regret. Do you have everything that you want? You can have whatever you want. Like literally, if you imagine what you want and you try to go get it and you don't give up, you will definitely get whatever you want. You can do whatever you want. Go anywhere. The world is 27,000 miles around the world. There's like 160 countries, amazing things. I live in the most boringest place on earth, and that is the middle of Iowa. It's not actually the middle of Iowa, it's the west coast of Iowa. There's a lot of prairie. You really have to look deep and see the beauty, because there is beauty here, but you really got to look kind of hard. But there's wonders of the world, mountains and lakes and waterfalls and animals and just amazing bugs and all kinds of things to see. Huge trees, amazing things all over the planet that you can go do and see. And be your identity. Do you have to be who you are today forever? Maybe you're not happy with your life. Maybe you're not happy with your career or where you live or how you conduct yourself or your friend group, or maybe you don't have any friends. You can be whoever you want to be. You know what blocks us from all these things? We have this wall around us right here. And it's fear. The fear wall. We create our own prison right here. We create our own prison. I can't say that. I can't have that. I can't do that. I can't be that person. The mind, it's all about the mind. You got to figure out how the mind works. The mind, it has walls on it. And it says, I'm not capable of that. That's not who I am. We don't do that. Right? But when we take one tiny step outside the line, we color outside the line a little bit, we start to gain a little more control over the mind. Just a little bit. And it's not that we're battling the mind, we're working with the mind. When we stretch our comfort zone, because what happens when you hit up against this fear? Boom, boom, hitting fear. We get nervous, we get anxiety, our mind says retreat, we get into fight or flight mode. the brain shuts down, the fight or flight response comes up, our breath quickens or we freeze. When we do targeted and on purpose acts to go outside of our comfort zone, whether it's the tiniest little thing on earth, you send back bad food at the restaurant. You know, some people just will not do that no matter what. Or you say hi to a stranger. Or I don't know, you volunteer to an organization for 1 hour on one weekend. You know, that's out of your comfort zone. You know, you go to a new coffee shop. You wear that outfit that makes you feel a little bit uncomfortable, but you think it's kind of cool deep down. You know, you wear the crazy hat, you know, you make a new friend. These are the missions that I've been on for like 5 years now, going outside my comfort zone. My comfort zone is so huge now. It's not the biggest, it's not worldwide or anything, but I don't have a lot of the fears that I used to have. This is chosen exposure, especially in social situations. If my mind says, don't go there, it'll be uncomfortable, we're going there. You know, that's just, you got to build it like a muscle, right? You got to take it like a vitamin on a daily basis. Uncomfortable is my vitamin. I stole that from Les Brown. He's a motivational speaker, Les Brown. He helped me out a ton 5 years ago or so when I had a really tough time in life, and he just gave me a lot of motivation about it's possible. It's possible. And he was a door-to-door salesman, and I don't remember what he was selling, but he got like tons of no's. He got tons of no's and doors slammed in his face, and he was not going to give up. He was going to continue, and he was going to be the best salesman he could be. And he said, let no be your vitamin. Yes, sir. Thank you for that no, sir. I needed a no today. Not in a sarcastic way, but in a absorbing kind of flow kind of way. So that's what the uncomfortableness that I'm talking about on a daily basis is. It's like I'm going into the situation. It's going to be uncomfortable. Can I be with this? Can I sit with this? Can I focus on my breath? Can I be calm in this situation? Can I participate and not lose myself? Like, these are the things that I've been working on, and I hope you work on as well. I was just showing that this is the fear line, and we're on the outside of this. Okay? This is the fear line. If we want to get all these things, we got to move this fear line in a little bit. Okay? And start trudging the road inside to here so that we can have, say, do, and be whatever we want to. All right. I love you, and I'll see you in the next video.